What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop, right here on Pop of his TV. Let's go.
Yeah, great fire.
When the winner chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Cooper Gray got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals. When the winner chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Cooper Gray got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovich. Yeah, kid. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Happy Monday, new start to the week. You know what I mean? The month is already in progress. New opportunities, new days to make money. Let's get some. But before we jump into today's NBA card, y'all know what we got to do. We got to get a quick recap of yesterday's card. And yesterday and the day before. Yesterday, 4 games on the slate. Not gonna lie, we went 1-3, and the only play that we had was the Miami Heat winner, chicken dinner play of the day. Yeah, kid, that feeling. So in the last 7 plays, we are 6-1. We actually definitely been on fire. We lost the Boston game. We had Boston over to my Knicks. Excuse me. We had the Minnesota Timberwolves over the Clippers. That was a bad beat. Minnesota looking like El Gabito. And we had the Pacers over Toronto. That was a horrible day. But Saturday, it was 10 games on the slate. And we went 7-3. We gave our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locks, and we went 4-1. The only lock that we lost was the play of the day, which was the Atlanta Hawks over the Charlotte Hornets. But we had Houston over OKC. We had Utah over Orlando. We're all with the spreads, obviously. We had Philly, and we had, yeah, that was it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only games that we lost was Portland. They won, but they didn't cover Memphis. Dallas, they didn't. They lost by the Spurs, and Atlanta, which was the play of the day, which brings our grand total record to grand total record is now 420. Smoke Buddha, 420 and 349. So we well above 500. I'm happy for that record. As far as the play of the day, we are now 50, 57, and 1 push. Still 7 games under 500, so I ain't gonna act like we killing them. But the last 7 plays of the day, we 6-1. Just want to keep that momentum rolling. And as far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we are 193 and 176 and 2 pushes. And that's not a bad record. We're just going to try to keep the momentum rolling, start the week off good. And I'll work tomorrow and, through the week, so it'll be hard to get the show in. We're going to try to do better, though. Anyway, with that being said, 10 games on the slate. Let's jump right into the first game. And first game on the slate, we got the Detroit Pistons out on the road at Charlotte Hornets. Pistons is -2.5. And it's going to be a good game. It should be a good game. I'm anticipating it being a good game. The public is 50-50 with the point spread. Money line, they're on Detroit. We did see these 2 teams play. Pistons did get the better of them. When was this game played? Let me see real quick. I ain't in a rush today, but I don't want to make the video mad long. All right, the Pistons destroyed them. I mean, they really destroyed them. They beat the shit out of them. They beat them on 112-86. So 14-12. That's 26 points. They destroyed them by. Last quarter, 33-14. Uh, that's really the bulk of it. First quarter they won by 6. Second quarter they won by 4. Third quarter they lost by 3, and then the last quarter they just went berserko. Um, they got their starting five who's gonna play tonight. As far as um the Hornets, everybody played that's been playing, and they've been on the road. They got the longest win streak currently in the NBA. I want to say at 9 games, and Detroit, had their whole team pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Um, I like Detroit. I think eventually all good things must come to an end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game win streak. Could they get to 10? Yeah, I mean, it ain't gonna be without the scope of imagination. This is a revenge game for them. I just think Detroit is the better team. And I think they come out and they win tonight. So I'm going with Detroit. Next game up, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road at Miami. Utah is currently getting 6.5. We've seen these two teams play as well at Utah. Miami Hulk smashed them like Hulk smash, like Captain America and Hulk smash, and that's what they did. They smashed them. No marketing in that game. No Lauren marketing in that game. Definitely no Jaren Jackson in that game, and I know they tanking. You know what I'm saying? I know that they are tanking. I know that. But I think they cover the spread and still lose. Two things can be true at the same time. For that reason alone, that's why I'm taking them. Actually, Utah, in their last 4 or 5 games, they've been covering the spread. So, yeah, Miami could win by 7, 8, 9, 10 points and blow them out again. But I don't think they blow them out again. I think Utah hang tough till it's time to lose, and then they lose the game. That's what I'm going with. Next game up, we got the Chicago Bulls out on the road at Brooklyn Zoo, and Chicago giving 4.5 to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn just coming off beating who they beat. We had Brooklyn in that game. Who on Brooklyn just finished beating? The Wizards. We knew they was going to beat the Wizards, and they Hulk smashed the Wizards 127-113, like we knew they was. We had Brooklyn strong. We had Brooklyn strong. Tonight, though, we seen these two teams play. Brooklyn won by 3, 112-109, and when Chicago won, they Hulk smashed them. I think the spread is telling us what we need to know. Also, it's no Porter. I didn't even realize in the trade deadline that Cam Thomas, he on the Bucks now. I didn't even see that. I don't know who he got traded for or what. I'm reading and I'm looking at RotoWire. I see Cam Thompson under the Bucks. I'm like, oh, let me click on that. That's Cam Thompson. So that he's not going to play tonight. But I like Chicago. I think Chicago although they're working in new pieces, they're all guard heavy. I think Anthony Simon and them boys, Jalen Ivey, I think they come in and they Hulk smash Brooklyn. Next game up. Speaking of the Bucks, we got the Milwaukee Bucks out on the road at the Orlando Magic. Franz Wagner is back, and so for that reason they're giving the Bucks 10.5. I like the Bucks. The Magic. I'm not high on the Magic like JaY is. I know he got a lot of future tickets. He think they're going to the NBA Finals. I don't see how. They're not better than Cleveland. They're not better than the Knicks. Well, they did beat the Knicks twice, I think, this year. Then the Knicks did beat them in the end season. They're not better than Detroit. They're not better than Boston to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's other teams on the rise. And I get it. They had some injuries, etc., but I don't think they should be given no 10.5 points. I just don't. Will they win the game tonight? Yeah, I think they're going to win the game, but I don't think they cover that point spread. I'm going with the Bucks. Next game up, we got Sacramento out on the road at the Pelicans. Sacramento getting 7.5, and that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. I'm going with Sacramento. I like how they played against Denver. I like how they played against the Cavs Well, it was the Cavs. I'm sorry, Cavs, the Clippers. They did lose to the Grizzlies. Did lose to Washington. They are one of the worst teams. But when you start saying off the rip, Pelicans should be favored by 7.5. That's when you lose me. You know what I mean? Like that's when you lose me. And I'm on Sacramento. I think Pelicans will win money line though, but I'll take the 7.5. Actually, it's 8.5 points. Correction, it's 8.5 now. Maybe somebody going to play or whatever, but it's 8.5 now. Let me write that down. 8.5, just to show y'all what I'm looking at. CBS Sports app. You see the 8.5 right there. Next game up, we got the Atlanta Hawks out on the road at Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves is currently giving 8. It was 7.5. Now it's 8. I like Atlanta, man. House of Disappointment, Jay, you are absolutely right. Can't trust these niggas. These niggas is immature. They ain't gonna win. You know, they keep getting close and knocking on the door, but what good is that if you ain't gonna kick the door down? Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Anthony Edwards is still young. Rudy Gobert, he ain't Kareem Abdul. You know, they got an okay team. Devin Chinzo, you can shoot, you kind of miniature, better than me, bigger than me probably, but, in the overall grand scheme of things, y'all let Kawhi walk in there, Hulk smash y'all. And then who else they lost to besides that? In fact, they 5-8 in their last 13 games. Lost to the Pelicans. Beat the Raptors, lost to the Grizzlies. Then you beat the Warriors, the Magic, the Thunder. I don't think the Thunder had their players though. Did they? Oh yeah, the Thunder did have their players. And you beat the Grizzlies. So I think they win tonight, guys. I think they win tonight. But I think Atlanta come play tonight. I like Atlanta. I like their team. And I think they will move up. Let me look at the standings real quick. Atlanta is currently number 9 behind Miami and behind the Magic. And Philly is sitting with a couple of wins ahead of the Magic. Philly is 30-22. Magic is 27-24. And the Hawks is right there. You know what I mean? They right there. The Hornets is right there too. I think Hornets, obviously, they doing a great service by winning all these games. I just think Atlanta is better than their record. They got a lot of moving pieces as far as the people they brought in. Porzingis sent them out. Brought C.J. McCollum in, Kristaps, the other dude. Now they got Kuminga. He ain't gonna play yet. They're gonna be all right, and they're gonna be athletic and guard heavy rotation. Gender-free ball, as they're calling these positions now. And with all that said, I'm on Atlanta with the 8. Watch they get blown out tonight. Talking all that bullshit. Watch Minnesota blow them niggas out tonight. Next game up, though, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers out on the road at the Denver Nuggets. Denver giving 1.5. And last night, the spread was Cleveland -1. So they on to us. I was on Denver. God had let me know last night when I seen that Denver was going to win. Now they trying to give Cleveland the points. Cleveland did beat them. No joker in that game, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back and look at this game. Because Denver has some players out. Here it go right here. No Joker. No Chad Johnson. No Chris Brunn. Hardaway had 15 off the bench. Nian 13. Murray went for 34. Watson 21 and S. Jones 13. On the other hand, Mobley played. Garland played. Mobley had 8. Garland had 18. That's 26. Ball played. That's Ball did play. He had 6. That's 32. And DeAndre Hunter has 16. That's 48 points. Plus that's 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies. I get it. You got Harden now. And now you adding bodies back for Denver. The spread, I think Denver should be favored by like 3 or 4. That's probably giving away. I know Vegas ain't trying to give money away. Public is on Cleveland, 57%. I'm on Denver. I like Denver to win and I like Denver to cover. They only got to win by a basket. So they should win by a basket. Out on the road for 3 games. Not that crazy. Next game up, though, we got Memphis Grizzlies out on the road at Golden State. Golden State giving 9, right? Golden State giving 9. Golden State giving 9.5, and I'm on the Grizzlies. I don't know why Golden State is favored by that much. I think they will win the game, but 9.5 is a lot of points, guys. It's a lot of points for both teams to be really harping by injury. No Kristaps Porzingis. He ain't going to play. Steve Kerr talking about we had a good talk. That's all you're going to have. When he get on the court, it's going to be after All-Star game. He ain't going to be much of a needle-moving factor. You know what I mean? I don't think so. And, yeah, Golden State, you're not going nowhere this year. You're out of here. Next game up. Got OKC out on the road at the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers. OKC giving 6.5 to the Lakers. Jeez. It's a lot of points. But I understand why. They better than the Lakers. And I think they're going to beat the Lakers. No Luka Doncic. He been out there. I know they got Austin Rivers back. DeAndre Ayton is might play today. He in the lineup. JaY back. Home check back. Hollistan's back. When you look at RotoWire, which we're going to do right now, just a quick refresh before we get out of here. Come on. Here we go. Where that OKC game at? Right here. So only 2 people really missing from OKC, and this is why I like him as well. Lakers don't play no D, no D, and no Luka. So even though Rivers is back, taking away that offensive power, put more pressure on LeBron. Marcus Smart ain't no offensive, guy. Rui Hachimura, he ain't no offensive guy. And also, OKC don't lose 3 in a row. I mean, they don't. So they lost to the Spurs twice, and they have lost twice in a row this season, but they haven't lost 3 in a row all season. This could be, they could win and still not cover, but I'm going with OKC. I'll take my chances with Thunder. Last game of the night, we got the Philadelphia 76ers out on the road at Portland. Philly is giving, how much Philly giving? 3.5, I think. 3. Giving 3. Portland won their 2 games against the Grizzlies at home. We was on Portland both games. First game they covered for us. Second game they didn't. But Philly is a whole different animal from the Grizzlies. I like Philly on the road. They've been on fire. I'm on fire tonight. Like, they've been on fire. We're going to keep that thing rolling. I think Philly come in and beat up on Portland, still trying to figure it out. With that being said, I don't want to make this video long, but when it be 10 games like this, sometimes it just is what it is. But let's get to the theme music.
Yeah, great fire.
When the winner checking, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Cooper gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When the winner checking, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one populism. Cooper gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
All right, guys. Here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. It's 10 games today, so we ain't going to be, greedy. But we're going to give out 5 because that's basically 50%. I think we can hit 50%. These going to be a little shaky, a little nervous, a little shaky, a little nervous. We're going with Denver. We're going with Sacramento. We're going with OKC. We're going with Utah. And the play of the day is the Detroit Pistons to stop the Hornets, win streak. That's who I like. Going with Denver, OKC, Sacramento, Utah, and the Detroit Pistons. That's who I like. That's who I'm taking. Y'all can let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Let me know where you think I'm bugging out at. All I'm asking is that you hit that like button to keep me in the algorithm. It don't cost you nothing. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, Picking with Pop, right here on Popovich TV. Of course, we are live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money on this money making money.